He trained me for 18 years. He put this gym together, so some days it sucks coming in here because I'm thinking about him and I see him everywhere, but you know, he's a good man and I'm just trying to live like he would. Last hockey season in March, my trainer, one of my best friends, Scotty, he passed away.
He'd been training with him since he was like 14. You know, it was out of nowhere, really out of nowhere.
You know, he passed away right before, I think a week or two before my 1,000th game, and you know, besides my family, he was probably the #1 person that I wanted there. I know he's up there watching, so he was a special guy to me and someone I always wanted to make proud. I've always come home. You know, starting out in Chicago, the opportunities to stay wasn't as good as they are today, and I came home and like I said, I had Scotty for about 4 years before I started playing in Chicago, you know, and I liked where I was when I was training with him, and it was always just a good fit to come home. I love it out here, and being home is special.
He's great because he's 2 hours earlier than us, and so when we're finishing off here around the 10:30 hour, he's on the horn right away and making sure that he's got all of his understanding of what's on task for the day.
First thing in the morning, usually lay in bed and go over the sheet and try and figure out what I'm doing that day. Print it off, come downstairs, I'll make a coffee, and then come into the gym and I sit here and I look through all the videos.
Pressing hard, trying to keep those arms locked.
And then if there's any issues, I'll sit down and I'll call Paulie if there's some more explanation that needs to be done. Okay, so then second lap, get closer, and then third lap, be close and do the hops.
Correct.
Okay.
There's a direct correlation to why he's been here for so long and why he has had the success that he's had.
The front-facing skate, hop, med ball, crossbody, throw, and catch.
Yep, 2 times.
And why he's had the influence on others, because that's how he leads his existence in a weight room scenario or, you know, in his life.
You know, having Paulie, we've had a great relationship. I think we've been together 11 years now. He's been in Chicago 11 or 12 years, so having that comfortability with him, he sort of knows how I am, I know how he is. It's definitely been a learning process this year, but it's been good.
I tell the guys here, and I tell the guys at home too, that, you know, if I get you for 2 hours, 2.5 hours at the most, you know, you have another 21.5 or 22 to do whatever you want with that. Check the boxes. You came in, you trained, Brent checks that box. He's gonna do it to his fullest degree. He's gonna make sure that it's done the right way. He's gonna do it with the expectation as if somebody was there literally watching every repetition. And he has that onus on himself, so done, he checked that box. And so all the other boxes throughout the day, he checks them, whether it's the hydration, the nutrition, the sleep, the taking care of his family life, his personal life, whatever it is, he's doing his part to make sure that when he ends his day, he's checked them all. That's how he approaches the game, and that's how he approaches all aspects of his life.
That started with Scotty, so he was big into biking, and I remember, I think I was in my first or second summer camp in Chicago, and he actually was at the store asking for my credit card because he wanted to buy me a bike. And I got home and there was Scott with the bike saying, let's go for a ride. It was one of those things that I got into, and my hometown, Tawasin, along with Kelowna, there's a lot of hills, a lot of good things where we can, you know, get that power aspect, we get the conditioning out of it. It's something that I started with Scotty and something I've always sort of loved to do since I got on it the first time. Hockey-wise, that was one of the toughest seasons I had. It was one of those things that I know a lot of us were pretty disappointed, and you know, that's not where we want to be. We want to be in the playoffs. We want to give ourselves a chance to win every year, and I want to play that meaningful hockey. I want to be playing at the United Center in front of a sold-out barn that's just going nuts, and you're playing against a team that you've done research against, and you're ready to go, and every shift means so much. You know, that's the kind of hockey that I want to play, and you know, I think my motivation's been to try and get back to playing my best hockey so I can help this team get back to the playoffs and obviously try and go on a run.